So today I want to talk about what is holy. What is holy? In the last video, Become the Christ, we came to understand from Christ that the transformation that Jesus of Nazareth made into being the Christ, Jesus Christ, was not a one-time, I am your only son transformation. I am your only son, meaning God's only son, transformation. It was, he came and showed. He was a model of divinity, a model, a swan. He was our swan. We are all thinking that we're ugly ducklings. Why this world doesn't fit. And that is when Jesus came and showed us who we really are. He was the model. He was the swan. We are not this ugly duckling. We are that swan. And we learned that it is within our DNA. This transformation, this seed of divinity, is held within our DNA. It is a physical, spiritual transformation on every level to become the Christ. If you do not know that the divine seed is within you, then you do not know who you are. Who you will become when you understand that you're not an ugly duckling. So the ugly duckling had everything in it to already be the swan. He just didn't know it. Same with all of us. We are all swans. We have the divine seed within us. The divine seed is sleeping. It can be activated and the transformation takes place by the vibration that we hold and by the way that we live. When you are in your highest vibration, living and being in that highest vibration, then the transformation begins to occur. There are many ways to raise your vibration. There are many ways to raise your vibration. There are many ways to feed the divine seed so that it will blossom. And that is being in the love vibration, being in the vibration of love and doing acts of love, speaking in the love vibration, doing in the love vibration. What does that mean in practical terms? It means that you don't do lower vibrational things, that you become aware of what vibrations are, of what is low vibration, what is dark, what is evil, what is low vibrational, what holds you and keeps you in a lower vibration and keeps your seed from blossoming. Obviously, everything that is opposite of love keeps you in the lower vibration. Hate, separation, scarcity. You can raise your vibration physically by the food that you eat, by the words that you speak, by the beliefs that you hold, by how you treat every other living being, by how you treat the Mother Earth. In this world that we're in right now, there's something like the other world, where everything is upside down. We think that everything is outside of us, but it is inside of us. We think that all the changes take place from the outside when they take place from the inside. We think that everything that we see is on the outside, when really everything that we see is a reflection of the inside and what we believe. In the other world, hate, power, division, money, all of these are their gods. And the whole other world is set up to worship these gods of power and money, hatred, separation, scarcity, fear. So we are asleep in the other world, not understanding that we have a divine seed that can blossom through being and carrying and holding our highest vibration. And then it breaks the chains. It breaks those lower vibrational chains, so that we may rise, And we begin to shed all that we are not. As you ascend, you begin to shed all that we are not, all these lower vibrational things. So an awakening has to occur with us here in the other world. An awakening has to occur. We have to understand, first of all, the truth. And I must say that in this other world, everything appears to be set up to keep us from knowing this secret of our own divine seed. The religions that teach us to worship outside of ourselves. No one is above you. Worship no one. No one is above you. Worship no one. No one is above you. No one is above you. Worship no one. Because what is Jesus Christ, or what did Jesus Christ do? Jesus Christ is the Son of God, the Creator, in a body. So too are we. So too are we all. So the body is our temple in which God lives. Can God, the highest vibration of us and the Creator God, be housed, be held within that which is not a temple, that which isn't of the highest vibration? So this is how we become. This is how we become. Jesus, through the highest vibration, his higher self, and we all have a higher self, that God self. Our higher self is our God self. We all have a higher self, our God self, that can only come to dwell within our temple when our temple is of the correct vibration. And that is when the transformation takes place. So you have complete and total control over whether you ascend and blossom into who you really are, or if you are going to be asleep and held down within a fake lower vibrational world, doing lower vibrational things and not knowing who you are. So what is holy? Holy is reverence for the divine. Holy is reverence for the divine. So what is holy? Be ye holy, for I am holy. Be ye holy, for I am holy. And so it is you. You are holy. Have reverence for the divine within yourself. Have reverence for the divine within anything and everything the Creator has created, and that is holy. That is living a holy life. Reverence for the divine. This comes from the inside, not from the outside, not from worship. No one can save you from this other world. It is up to you. No church, not Jesus, no church, no person, no one, no religion can save you from this other world. It is you. You must wake up and understand who you are. Then take your place so that the divine seed can unfold within you. And when you are the temple of God, acting and being the temple of God in your highest vibration, and your higher and drop and shed everything that is not you and that is not divine here in this other world. When you drop and when you shed all of this that we have held within our bodies that is not love, that is not of the highest vibration, then you ascend out of other world. Heaven, you bring heaven here on earth with your presence of the divine activated within you. Then you begin to create heaven here in this other world. And the other world goes away. And then I can live in heaven on earth. And right beside me, another person can be living in the other world, unaware and asleep to the heaven beside him and the heaven available to him. Because he does not know that he is divine. She does not know that she is divine. And she is not feeding and nourishing her divine seed. Everything in this other world is designed to keep you from becoming who you really are. So everything is of the lowest vibration, and everything is about fear. Everything is about division. These are all false. We're living in a false other world. Everything on television and in the media scarcity. That is not love, division, hatred. So it is up to us to understand what is of the highest vibration and to begin the process of shedding all that we are not and all of our lower vibrational ways of being, and to begin and to act and to be the swan that we are. We are all swans. If you don't know it and you continue to act and think that you are an ugly duckling, then you will be an ugly duckling. When you begin to understand who you really are, then you will be a swan and you will fly. It is a transformation, this ascension, becoming the Christ. This transformation is physical, spiritual. It is everything that there is changes. We change on the inside, we change on the outside, we change everything around us by our own transformation, by the light and the highest vibration that we carry, by the light that shines forth from us. So this is where we are, and this is what is holy, and this is what is before you to become who you really are. And this is why Jesus came. This is why Jesus came, and that is why Jesus is called the Savior, because he modeled and showed us how to become our own Christ. And this world will have no power over us. Remember, he stood before Pilate and said, "You have no power over me." The same for us. This other world has no power over us. Once you know who you are and become that, allow that transformation, make those changes. So, in this world, everything is illusion. In this 3D world, everything is illusion. Like a spell cast over us to keep us in the lower vibration. But nothing can keep you in the lowest vibration once you know and once you understand who you are and how to raise yourself and how to ascend. So it is up to us to do no harm. Any harm that is done on the outside is harm done on the inside. Any scarcity on the outside is beliefs of scarcity on the inside. Any division and hatred represented on the outside are false beliefs on the inside, illusions, for we are all one. If everything that you see and hear in this other world is within, then you understand what must be healed and raised to the highest vibration within yourself. So how do we change the world, right? How do we change the world? You change the world by changing yourself. We have to rise above these illusions within this 3D other world and understand that we are living in a duality, a 3D other world duality. And the world, in the other world, everything is opposite than what it really is. But as you begin to ascend and make those changes within yourself, then so too the changes in the world you see around you will occur. And that is how you create heaven on earth. And that is how we create heaven on earth. It begins on the inside. So do no harm. Are you harming others? Are you hating others? Do you not understand that they are all other representations of yourself? Love is the only way to ascend out of other world and bring heaven to earth. Love is the only way. The love vibration. Love for the Mother Earth. Love for its people. Do no harm. Love for its animals. Love for everything that we see. And how do we practice love? And how do we be in the love vibration? How do we be in the love vibration? In the love vibration, we have everything we need. Everything is forgiven. There is no wrong. There is only love. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. So we have to shed all of the beliefs and actions that keep us from behaving, that keep us from our higher vibrational selves. We will come back and talk about all the other ways that we can begin to ascend, all the ways in which we can understand who we are for reals, for reals, for reals, and how to be, how to act, and how to be, to support the divine seed of that which we are. In a world, this other world, where everything is the opposite. So we'll have a whole nother discussion on the ways in which we can raise our vibration to the highest and become and allow the Christ seed to blossom within us, and then for that transformation to take place in which we are bringing the light of God here on earth, creating heaven. That's our job. That's what we're here for. It's who we are. And it is not easy. Ascension is not easy, but that's where we all are. We all are going to release these beliefs that hold us back. We are not going to support the illusions of the other world. We are going to do no harm to the Mother Earth, to anyone on the Mother Earth. We are not going to torture and eat her animals. There is love. This world was created in love, and it can be in the highest vibration as well. The Mother Earth, she has a higher vibrational self as well, and she is shedding and ascending this other world off of her as well. We're all ascending now, and all of the ways of hatred and fear and division and scarcity and power and control are all crumbling. They're all crumbling. And that crumbling begins within yourself. It begins within yourself. And part of the illusions of the other world were the religions that taught us to worship and that we are not holy. And that holiness resides outside of ourselves. And to worship another. The gift that Jesus gave is to show us who we really are. That's the gift. He was the model of divinity. So we'll come back and we're going to talk about specifically about how you're being kept from the information of who you really are. In all the ways in which you can raise your vibration, and all of that which needs to be shed, all of the beliefs and attachments that need to be shed so that we can ascend out of other world and create heaven here on earth. I'll be back. And until that time, I am going to quote Prince and say, I wish you love, and I wish you heaven.